welcome to the Rep My Black Show. Thank you so much for joining today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We have some special guests joining us today. MAKO Girls will be joining us live from Atlanta, and I am so excited about it. I cannot wait. But first, let's talk a little bit of trending topics. Every week, we like to feature a little bit of some of the trending topics going on in the industry. And oh my gosh, it's like there's always something crazy going on. I don't know if you guys heard about the finesse 2 times thing. I'm not even going to go into it because, quite frankly, it's probably a little bit embarrassing to him. So I'm not even going to go too much into it. But if you check it out, Twitter was going crazy the past couple days just talking about what went on with that. Okay. So another topic I want to mention, 21 Savage. He was recently spotted out with well, first of all, the internet for a while has believed 21 Savage and Latto are dating, and that's something that that neither one of them have confirmed nor denied. However, recently 21 Savage was spotted out with his wife, or who is presumed to be his wife, and so Twitter was also talking about that. That's just some gossip just going on out there. I don't know what people like. Sometimes I'm like, y'all, stop making stuff up. Sometimes I believe like they're just really making this stuff up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's kind of interesting. If you follow that artist, it is kind of interesting to actually, hear, some of what's going on. But what I want to talk about in music right now is that Scarlett recently released This Is Cali version of her New York song, but she has Snoop Dogg on the track. I was like, whoa, that's big, Scarlett. Congratulations to Scarlett on her musical journey. It's going to be something that right now the streets are talking, the industry's talking. She has a whole different look. First of all, she has a whole different methodology, strategy, what have you, about going about everything, and it's working. It's really working. Shout out to her and Snoop Dogg. I mean, just to be on a track with Snoop Dogg is just legendary in itself. She already hit the history books just from that, y'all, just from that. And I mean, you already saw her previously with Busta Rhymes. These are major names in the industry, and she is doing her thing. She's not letting up for a minute either. Like, I just recently saw one of her other tracks that she has out. It's actually can't think of the name of it, but she has another freestyle that's out right now that's also picking up some traction. Yeah, buddy, Summer Walker. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, men, don't be scared. Don't be scared. The ladies, yes, ladies love Summer Walker, okay? I saw some men posting about, oh, y'all, watch out, man, watch out. The Summer Walker album just came out. Watch out what you say to your girl, da da da. And I was like, come on. It's just music at the end of the day. It has deep meaning to her. I did see one clip of one of her latest videos of a song where she is basically, she's in a car with a guy, and she's in a car with a guy, and there's something going on. There's something going on with it. And basically, she's like, you could tell it's like one of those situations where it's like, this has been going on for a minute. She's not quite satisfied with the whole relationship situation, and she's trying to get out of it, in a nice, kind of way. She's like maturing. You can tell it's at a point in her life where she's maturing. She's realizing this relationship is not going nowhere, and she's like, you know what? Let me get out the car. I'm going to go in the house. Let me get out the car. You know what I mean? Because it's like he obviously, it was one of those situations where he's like, coming over late, wanting to hook up or whatever. And I'm like, go girl, growing. That's growth. That shows a lot of growth right there. And shout out to her for that. I mean, again, this is a storyline that she's portraying through her music, and that's the great thing about it. We're following the storyline as fans, and it's amazing. It's an amazing storyline, and it's so amazing. But right now, I want to welcome you all to a great. This is actually, I'm so excited about it. And I'm a little nervous also because these young ladies, they've been picking up such traction across the industry. It's like so amazing, like their impact so far. Like they have 1.4 million followers on TikTok alone, and that's just social media. You know what I mean? Social media. They also recently won an award. But I would like to welcome you all uh, to the show. We have the MAKO Girls joining us live to the show.
Hi.
Welcome, ladies. How you doing today?
We're good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you so much for joining the show. I'm so pleased and honored to be interviewing you today. Oh my gosh. First of all, I want to ask you guys the name MAKO Girls. How did you come up with the name?
Our mom actually came up with the name. We just put the meaning behind it because we were struggling coming up with names. But it's M for Mimi,
A for I,
K for Kina,
and our last name Ochoa.
Okay, that's what's up. And you have beautiful names, by the way. I was like, oh, when I was reading the names, I was like, oh. And then the energy on like your videos, the energy on your music is just so amazing. I'm just like, I know right now a lot of people are comparing you to other girl groups. We know you have been featured, in so many different magazines. These are big, reputable magazines. And one location where you were featured was BET, top Black girl groups.
Yeah.
And so I know a lot of people right now are comparing you to TLC. So what do you think about that? Like just being compared to other, big girl groups in general.
I feel like it's an honor to be compared to TLC because that was like the group that also like inspired our music.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like it makes us realize we're on the right path. Even with our style, it's kind of similar to theirs, which every other girl group is fire in their own way. But they were the one that was closest to our style. So to have that same impact would be crazy, and to feel like we're already doing that feels really good.
Oh, definitely. I would definitely feel you on that. And just to be even mentioned in that category is just that's awesome as well.
We didn't find out about that article until a year or two after. We was like, we made it, like, wow. So we was really shocked about that one, but so grateful.
Awesome. And I do want to also ask you, first of all, this show is called Rep My Block. So near the beginning of each episode, we do like to ask what city you're repping, just in case everybody, they should know, but just in case everybody doesn't know what city you're repping. What city are you repping?
Decatur. Decatur is great.
Decatur, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, Decatur. And there's so much like music going on in that area right now. Like, how do you try to stand out, among the crowd that's in that Atlanta area?
I think with the music that we make, it's a lot different, even from the ATL sound, and then even with just working with different writers and stuff, them bringing a whole different vibe to our music. That's how we kind of differentiate our sound from others, and then even just how we work the track. That's definitely like a
we add our where we're from in there, but I feel like just a group in general, because we don't see many, that we stand out in our own way, or even the sound that we do. We're delivering the same message, but in our own style, in our own way. And everybody's saying it's fresh, it's new. I haven't seen that in a while, or like bringing something back that's been like missing for a while. So we feel like we continue to stand out because it's not what's happening right now. We're either
or not what you see on the daily. Like
we're ahead of our time for some people, but we're like we're sticking to who we are, and I feel like that's what keeps us standing out.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely understand that for sure. And I do also want to ask you, just in general, and just not even just geographically being in that area, but like when you first started music, like what age were you guys, and what inspired you to, get into singing?
Yeah. So I know our ages when we first started doing music officially. I was 10.
I was 12.
I was 14. And we were inspired by the boy group Modest Behavior. We went to see them on my birthday, and we got their documentary. And that day we went home and watched it. And after we watched it, we were inspired to like sing and dance.
Take it as a career. Like we've seen the whole process, and people normally run away from the process that gets you started. They just
Like
want
the
the
boot
fame.
camp.
They want to get to the money. And we was in love with the process of making the group and how they got it together and traveling here and there and just touch and like inspiring so many people. So watching that immediately sparked us. We was already dancing and doing talent shows, but that really made it be like, oh, you can take this on as a career and you can inspire so many other people. And we love to entertain, so let's do it. And we just jumped out there because no connections, no nothing. We literally was like,
we looked for our own vocal coach.
Yeah, right. We looked for everybody we work with now. We built our own relationships like from the ground up. Nobody in the industry. We literally just like, hey, let's do it.
Yeah,
Definitely. And I want to go back because when you first introduced yourselves, you were telling your names, and then you also a moment ago you say your ages, and I noticed you're about 2 years apart.
Yeah.
How like being siblings, like has there been in 2 years apart, has there been any like who would you say is the leader of the group as far as like like saying, come on girls, let's do this, type of thing? Like, can you kind of tell me like what your different roles are within the group?
The crazy thing is with our group, there are no leaders. So if anything, we all make sure we have equal input in what we want to have done or what we want to do in the group. Yeah. And then as far as if anything, there's stuff that one person may take over more, which is me. I take more so over of like the fitness, making sure that we're all in check, or making sure the choreography is clean. Editing,
filming. That's a nice lane. I'm like the mother of the group, so let's get this done. These are the tasks we need to do. We need to come up with stuff that's achievable. Like, I'm the one that like round everybody up. Okay, let's get back on track. Let's get things going, or just making sure everything kind of gets finalized because it's 3 people working on things and people.
She's the head of Instagram.
Oh yeah, she's in charge.
We all take a different platform too. We literally work to our strengths. So I'm on Instagram all the time,
and I'm on YouTube.
On YouTube, and then Keena.
I'm like the person who kind of like keeps an open mind or like makes us like broaden our horizons a bit more.
I say she's also the organized one. She knows everything on the calendar. Stuff changes more than we do. She's the one that's like, no, we had an interview today at this time, or it's in her calendar. We don't know. She has it somewhere.
I'm trying to be on top of the time.
Yeah, we got to.
Oh wow! I mean, that's amazing how you're able to distribute the different duties of the group, and how you said the differences between like working different social media and things like that. Because I mean, it can get really busy, like with social media. There's like so much going on, and I noticed that you guys on the different platforms. Because I'm glad you said that, because I was wondering, you tend to like respond. You're like really responsive to your fans, and I think that's really good to have that type of engagement with the fans. Can you tell me more about your interaction like with the fans? Have you, and especially like being on TikTok, having such a large following, have you ever had any like direct interactions with the fans where like any of the fans told you anything and that helped you inspire your the music even more?
Right. I would say it's been happening a lot more recently at performances. So we just recently performed at the
Natural Hair Show.
A
lot of people.
Yeah. A lot of people who recognized us from TikTok, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, y'all the girls from TikTok! Oh, I love y'all stuff!" And like even we did Sweet Auburn Spring Fest last year. And we had some people come up to the stage and be like, "Oh, I saw you guys' videos on TikTok. Like, your performance was dope." So,
or even in the comments, a lot of times we can't get to everyone, especially on TikTok. But we do go through and we like the ones that we find funny or something like that. Or if we see anything like edits that people will make, we'll take them off of there and post them on our Instagram and stuff like that. So we'll definitely share love. I feel show love, but Instagram is more direct. So if somebody DMs us, we have time to like respond. TikTok's not really the same. So when we're on Instagram, we really get to conversate with some of the fans who will reach out. They used to call our manager's phone because we had our phone number up there, so they call all the time. And we had to take that down because they will call nonstop trying to talk to us. So
and even on like our lives and stuff, people will be like, "Hey, I see you on TikTok. Y'all inspired me to do TikTok, or y'all inspired me to like dance and perform or like stuff like that." Even there was one occasion where a lady, she wanted to be a model. We're like, you can do it. And she went out and became a model. She did really
One of our friends, she said she started back dancing because she followed us and she met us because we were looking for dancers for our show. Any dancer, we just needed dancers. And she reached out and she performed with us and she was like, y'all really got me back into it. And now she like goes to school for dance and all of that. So I'm like, it makes us feel really good to know that like we inspire other people to like really go out there. Don't settle, chase your dreams. Like it's never too late to start.
Wow, that is awesome. Wow, that's awesome. That's so cool because I mean, you guys just actually watching your performance, you inspired me. Just like I'm like such energy. You've inspired me to just work out more because I was like, this is so like because right now there's not like a major girl group out there, at least like a black girl group out there. And I think just the fact that you guys are coming up and you're making such an impact to all these different people and all these fans, I think that's just amazing. And I can see you guys like you guys you're gonna reach the stars. I already know. I can tell. I can feel it.
Thank you.
And congratulations to you guys on your Yo ATL Raps Award. Can you tell us a little bit more about that event?
Yeah, we were shocked. Literally.
When they had announced that we had won, we had got up a little bit, but then we sat back down. We was like, oh, they're calling the nominees. And they were just like, no, that's you. They were playing our song. We were like, oh.
And then Keena was supposed to say that we didn't prepare a speech or anything because we honestly really didn't know we were going to win. So we didn't come in thinking of winning. We came in to perform. Honestly, that'd be our mindset. We forget we're nominated for awards. But Keena was supposed to
do stumbling and stuttering over my words.
She started
laughing.
I was nervous.
I had to take the mic from her, you and Mimi.
So I had to do the speech and just thank everybody real quick because we was not prepared.
Oh, okay. That is so cool. Okay, that is so cool. Can you also tell us about just a general like when you're going to different events and the industry aspect of it, like the protocol as far as networking with the different industry individuals, like how have you gotten yourselves to stand out, when you're amongst, like different events as well for like the members of the industry that may not know as much about you?
I believe really it's the way how we carry ourselves or even just how we dress. We make sure that we dress, like we come into an event to kind of stand out almost. It's making sure that
the show.
Yeah.
That's what it is. We come to be the
dressed to impress.
Center of attention,
Okay.
We come in with our outfits are always like coordinated. There's always something outside the box. We like a lot of tech wear. So a lot of people here don't really wear that to perform, and we need that because we dance a lot. So we immediately stand out, and just seeing a group and like that automatically makes people stare and pay attention. So we just make sure we come correct every event because we know they're gonna be looking, they're gonna want photos and all that stuff. So we just always come prepared.
The demeanor in the outfit is literally half the battle.
Yes,
like, you gotta make sure you look the part,
and then you
kill it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's very important, and I'm glad you did mention that because I mean, style, just in general, that's one thing that people tend to gravitate to first when they see you. So the fact that you mentioned that is one way that you allow yourselves to stand out from the rest, that's very important, I think. And I do also want to ask you, just especially like getting into music so young, how has that affected or influenced your relationships, like just like dating type of things, those type of relationships?
I would say it affected us a little bit because sometimes we'll plan dates to hang out with our friends, or like for Mimi and I, we plan dates to hang out with our boyfriends, but the schedule gets mixed up, or like sometimes we'll have a show on that day. We're like, hey, we're gonna have to reschedule. But our friends, they understand. They're very they are really close friends. They've been with us
since
even before
middle school.
We did MAKO Girls
when we started.
Yeah. So they understand like, hey, this is your career, and they support us 100% as well.
And I feel like we normally do it like we'll put our stuff on the calendar, and if things end up happening, then they'll know like it can always change, but we'll always try to make time, and like scheduling is the biggest thing for us. I know like family wise, we've had some like struggles with like because we do music, our relationships have been different, but we don't really look at it as bad. Like we're more like if they're meant to be around and like be around to see what we're doing, then they will be here, and we don't really take that in with us. It's like the people supposed to be around, supposed to just be there to support us, and they're gonna be there. So we don't stress about the ones who are not around.
Yeah.
That makes sense for sure. Because I mean, um, and I think communication is just important in general. Because I mean, as long as you're communicating with people and then helping them to understand, you're in a growth position where you have your career. You're trying to balance a lot of things basically at one time. So
Yeah.
I think that's definitely important for sure. And
Yeah.
can you tell us, because it's rare in a family to have like three sisters that know how to sing. Is there anyone else in your family like that sings or in the music industry?
No,
Not that we know of. We really didn't
Okay.
know we could sing in the beginning. We just really went to find a vocal coach, and they did like a consultation and whatever. So we
Okay.
found out that we had the ability, and we just really worked on
We
it
just
to
needed
perfect it.
training for it.
Yeah, so we just worked on it, but
As far
where
as
it
people
came
in our
from,
family, yeah.
we don't know. Not a clue. That's God gift right there because we don't.
Okay. So y'all are unique then. And you have a new EP that recently released, Levels to This. I see that it's doing great everywhere. Can you tell us a little bit more about the EP and the songs behind it and what inspired to create some of the songs?
Right.
Yes.
The EP levels to this is basically us expressing how it's so many levels to us, so many levels to what we do, our style, our sound.
And just us leveling up from like where we were before to
Yes.
where we are now, because we have seen a huge growth in our artistry, in
Yeah.
our music, and like
What our
ourselves.
sound is gonna sound
Even
like.
our voices have developed over
Yes.
time with us being in the industry for so long, and so it's really just kind of showing even different styles or sounds that we can have with like our music. So
Yeah.
not every track is the same. Each one has its own different vibe
Vibe.
to it.
Yes.
So when you're listening to it, it's always a fresh new sound that you're checking out.
And we're super excited about it because these songs we've been holding on to. This is kind of like what people will
The
say
pandemic.
that pandemic project or
Yeah.
quarantine project. This is one of those that we've been waiting to release and just wanted to give it a shine. So we did a concert in the beginning of the year performing these songs live. And we was like, now it's time to release it. They got to see what it feels like when we perform it, and
Yes.
really just now releasing it and seeing people add it to their videos and stuff is so fun because these songs have been sitting in the vault for so long. And we're just like, yeah,
It's
we love
finally
it.
getting a shine.
Yes, it's getting a shine. Things that we thought were gonna be dated has resurfaced, so it really was like perfect timing because we thought we was gonna be outdated with what we had, but everything is working out the way it should be.
I mean, never outdated. No, 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 never outdated. Okay. I mean, it's always interesting, to ask artists, what inspired them to create the music. So I think that's really cool that when you said levels to this, it's different levels of you. And there's one song that you guys have it's been in my head ever since I heard it. It's the one that goes, "I ain't thinking about you," like that one.
Yeah,
So like that is just stuck in my head, and I love that song so much. But you have so many tracks that I love personally. We have some of your songs on our different playlists on HomeBase Radio, so we're definitely repping you guys over there. And can you please tell us how to get in touch with you, all the fans out there? How can they like? What are your streaming platforms, and can you tell us about that?
Yes, so everyone can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok
at MAKO Girls. You can subscribe to us on YouTube at official MAKO Girls.
And check out all of our information on our website at
www.makogirls.com. And you can also stream all of our music on all platforms. Everything is at MAKO Girls. Go stream Levels to This. Check out the EP. It's out now.
Spelled LBLS.
Yes, no E's in the levels. LBLS. And MAKO Girls is spelled MAKOGIRLS. And notice that's
Okay. That's what's up. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure and an honor. Much luck and much more success to you guys. God bless you. Thank you so much for being on the show with me today.
Thank you for having us. Have a nice day.
rude, but we're here to let you know that we run this class. You know what? We're already a girl group, so we don't even need this class.
Yeah, I go by Mimi.
The name's an I.
Yo, it's Kina.
MAKO!
And we're the head honchos of this class. We're here to let you know that we ain't thinking about you, and this here is a free course.
Oh, okay. You think you're eclectic. All right, let me have a seat then. Explain to me who the MAKO Girls are.
Yeah, you better sit down.
Young lady, what did you just say?
I need to repeat myself.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, yeah. I'm gon' grind till I die. Only thing I got is money on my mind. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. Don't be wasting my time. I work hard, dedicated to my shine. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. I'm in the moment, kind of feeling just a little important. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah. Tryna take me up, but I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, 'cause I rap for myself. I go ahead and spend a couple bands for myself. I run around town busting laughs by myself. Ask me how I got it, I ain't doing no help. Hear him say that I'm too much, and I ain't out here showing no love. But when I come there, that I come clutch. And it ain't for you, ain't for you. Got no time to waste when I'm focused. It got me to this place, but you notice. Don't need no fake friends here to blow this. 'Cause you already know that. I'm gon' grind till I die. Only thing I got is money on my mind. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. Don't be wasting my time. I work hard, dedicated to my shine. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. I'm kinda flossing, but I guess I really can't 'cause I'm bossy. Yeah. And I ain't playing, didn't think about like a being lady, yeah. And we proving it wrong. It's about time we let them know in a song. We work hard and we dedicated to the grind. Nobody else gon' steal our shine. Can't say that I'm too much, and I ain't out here showing no love. But when I come there, that I come clutch. And it ain't for you, ain't for you. Got no time to waste when I'm focused. It got me to this place, but you notice. Don't need no fake friends here to blow this. 'Cause you already know that. I'm gon' grind till I die. Only thing I got is money on my mind. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. Don't be wasting my time. I work hard, dedicated to my shine. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. Yeah, I ain't thinking about you. Yeah, I'ma grind till I die. Only money on my mind. Show them dollars if you want it more time. Don't play, I won't have it. I'ma grind till I die. Only money on my mind. Yeah, 'cause you already know that I'm gon' grind till I die. Only thing I got is money on my mind. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. Don't be wasting my time. I work hard, dedicated to my shine. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. Yeah, I ain't thinking about you. Yeah.